Welcome back to another video. Thank you for being here. We're talking about human touch, authorship, and copyright for AI. I was actually thinking maybe I don't need to say human touch, I need to say authorship, but copyright laws from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, when authorship and copyright was a thing, they talked about things needed to have the human touch in them. So in this video, I'm sharing the 3 things that you can do as you are creating activity books and coloring books and clip art to make sure the human touch is in there. Now, when you use Midjourney, you are told in the terms and conditions that you own the asset that you create. But that doesn't always grant you legal copyright registration. But because there is an A to B, island A to island B, there's still room for you to grow a Kindle Direct publishing business. And here's why. Let's talk about AI creation process. I'm going to take you through the 3 steps that's really important that you include in your process, not only to bring the quality the highest level possible, but also to be able to be in a position to submit your application for copyright registration. You guys know in January 20th, my account was suspended for Amazon KDP, and I had some coloring pages inside of my coloring books, activity books, that were from Creative Fabrica. And there's thousands of artists that upload stuff to Creative Fabrica. Could be AI, could be all this different stuff. An artist uploaded a coloring page they didn't own. I didn't know that. I downloaded it and I used it, and my account was flagged on KDP. So once I removed that book and explained that, I was reinstated. But that did not remove the KDP trauma that I got, the KDP PTSD, right? So now I'm in a position where I would rather prompt and create really unique things than go to a third party to try to download something when I don't know the origin of it. Okay. So the AI creation process for authorship and human touch is prompting for the correct product. And what do I mean by this? An example is coloring books. We know coloring books are black lines with white backgrounds. Okay. That is the foundation of coloring books. If you are creating prompts that have a lot of different gradation is shades of black and gray and white. That is not the expectation of a buyer for a coloring book. Maybe an adult coloring book would fall under that realm, and you need to clearly communicate that maybe this book is best with color pencils and there's already pre-shading done. But for the most part, coloring books, the foundation of coloring books are clip art items that are black and white lines, okay? So when you're going through the AI creation process, you need to prompt that correctly. If you're getting coloring book objects back from Midjourney that have shading in it, you need to be very clear in your prompt that you do not want that included. You want black and white lines, right? The second part of being able to be in a position to copyright is you need to have good images. And so for the AI creation process, we need to put our images into another site that's going to enlarge them. I have Photoshop. I also have access to bigpng.com. You can Google this and find a lot. The reason why you need to enlarge your images is because if you do not, they will be pixelated when they are printed, and that is not a good customer experience, okay? And you don't want to copyright something that looks bad. You don't want to copyright something that's all pixelated. So it needs to be crisp, well-defined lines, and this is AI creation process mostly for coloring books. These are just the bare minimum things that we need to be doing because we want to have books building book income stream for us long term, not quick rich stuff, okay? So the third part is clean images. And this may require you to enlarge your skill set by learning to erase parts of the image that are not working for the overall experience. Now, I have access to Photoshop because I've been a wedding photographer for 12 years. That's my background, art, did it in college, had to do a lot of different stuff with InDesign and Illustrator. I'm not a pro with InDesign or Illustrator, but I can do okay with Photoshop. I'm a very purist where like I want to nail it in camera. All the cool AI stuff that's coming out in Photoshop is really interesting to me because we already know when you're a photographer, you can snap a picture and you can copyright that image. Now you can actually add to the image, and that is really opening up new laws that the agency, the Copyright Department of the United States of America is an agency. So they have to work with Congress to come up with new laws, okay? So clean images means that they can be, now that you've blown them up and you've cleaned them up, that it's not blurry and all the distractions are gone. Okay. Those are the three basic things that you want to think about for your AI creation process. If you're not willing to put in the the time to do the workflow, I'll tell you what, you can have money to hire it out, or you can learn the workflow and create image after image after image. Once you get the prompt down on your style for your brand name of books, this process goes much faster. Okay. And there are websites where you can batch enlarge images, and it is much more smooth. Speaking of clean lines, you can take out backgrounds in Canva Pro also. You can clean up lines in Canva Pro too. So there are ways to do it, but you need to think, we want to be profitable with our books and we want to charge as much as we can that gives the customer experience, but also we feel compensated. So we have to do these three things in the AI creation process. We have to do that. Okay. So now, for the people that say that AI is just being filtered from Google and we're stealing everyone else's images, when you create art in a class in college, it is okay to use reference photos. It is okay to get parchment paper, tracing paper. It is okay to use a light box to use as a reference to outline, trace, all that stuff. If you're uncomfortable with using the images that are spit right out of Midjourney, you are welcome to download them digitally, put them in your Procreate, put them in your iPad, print them out on your printer paper, take it outside, trace it, make it your own, take that in with a black marker or, fine lines, scan that back in, boom. Okay. That has a lot of weight to be able to copyright because you've not only done these three things, but you've done the physical thing of like outline, trace, reference, photo. Okay. And when you have all that stuff and you take it to copyright registration, it's just a really peaceful process. But we're here for the long-term game. That's why we are publishing to increase our book income stream. If you want tutorials on the actual prompting correct for the correct product, we are doing specifically activity books, and we'll take you through enlarging, cleaning them up, and being able to automate the process so you're a little bit faster. I think that's the really cool part about AI now and automation is even in Canva, I've been able to do some journals really quickly by prompting and bulk uploading and automating that. So you're invited to our masterclass. There is a code AINOW, all capitalized, for $10 off. JennyHansenLane.com/AIAB. This has live coaching. I have been working with my copyright attorney, so I'm always able to give feedback as someone who publishes books but also has submitted to the Copyright Office. Please let me know what questions you have, and please understand that when you lean into technology and find a peaceful, ethical way to do it, it can be really grand. YouTube is suggesting another video for you guys. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you lots. Peace out.